you become a parent so that you could nag and coax and remind 500,000 times, just like you might remember your parents doing with you? Probably not. That's not why I became a parent, right? I became a parent because I wanted real connection with my kids. I wanted to enjoy having children, and I didn't want to be miserable. And when I started looking into how to achieve that and how to raise a good, responsible person without all of these reward and punishment and bribing and yelling and timeouts and all of this stuff, I realized that all of that doesn't work. It doesn't work. It didn't work with me when I remember about punishment as a kid and the time that I got put in timeout and kicked a hole in the wall. I don't even remember why my parents put me in timeout, but I do remember their reaction to my kicking a hole in the wall. So I guess the real question is, do you want to listen to some marketing PhD who started a parenting advice business, or some lady that has a master's degree in education that finally decided to leave the school administration system and become an expert on the internet? Or do you want to listen to somebody who's from next door, the lady who's been in the trenches, who's been there, who has children and has worked really hard to figure it out? And I want to listen to the person from next door. So I guess the question for you is, why is reward and punishment not working for you? If reward and punishment aren't working, it's because they don't work, right? And so maybe you see like a short-term result of there's been this small improvement, and right after the punishment, the behavior stops, but 30 minutes later or an hour later or a week later, it starts again, and it's just as bad or it's worse than where it was when you first used the punishment. Or you're bribing your kid with M&Ms to use the toilet or to not hit other kids at school, and suddenly your entire bag of M&Ms is gone because you've used up all of your bribes. The reason why those things don't work is because they are extrinsic or external motivators for your child. All they're doing is teaching your child or training your child, like Pavlov's dog, to salivate at the thought of those M&Ms. And your child is not a dog. They're a person, and you want to motivate them in a way that makes them want to listen to you. You want them to want to learn these lessons from you. You want them to enjoy the connection with you and not just be looking forward to the next reward or dreading the next punishment. So let's talk about how we can get our children to be internally or intrinsically motivated. And that means that they do the right thing even when you're not looking, because they want to. So in this class for $7, you'll learn how to do that, how to build cooperation with your child, how to start having that connection that you've always wanted with them, the reason why you had children. So get back to the joy of parenting and enjoying life with your kids. And I hope I see you on the inside.